You know, kid, life is kind of funny. Not the ha-ha funny like when someone trips and drops their coffee. No, no. I mean the cruel, twisted joke of it all. The way the world works. The way they work. You spend your whole damn life trying to fit in. Trying to get them to notice you. To care about you. But the joke's on you. They never do. They never will. See, they like you when you're smiling, when you're dancing to their beat, when you're part of the background, easy to ignore, when you're useful. Yeah, they'll smile in your face, sure. They'll tell you all the pretty lies, the I love yous, and the I'm here for yous. But deep down, they don't give a damn. Not until it's too late. And that's the joke. The real joke. You could be screaming inside, you could be falling apart, and they'd never notice. Not until you're gone. That's when they'll sit up, all wide-eyed, all shocked, wondering what happened. What could they have done? They'll act like they're surprised, like it just hit them out of nowhere. But you know better. You've been telling them for years. You've been showing them with every crack in your smile, with every day you pulled away a little more. They just didn't care enough to listen. They'll mourn you when you're gone. Oh, they'll cry crocodile tears. They'll gather around, whispering about how tragic it all was, how they didn't see the signs, how they wish they could have done something. But it's all a show. It's not for you, no. It's for them. To ease their own guilt. To make themselves feel better because deep down they know they were the reason you broke. But here's the twist. Here's the kicker. They'll only understand your absence when it's too late, when you've had enough, when you finally disappear, when you vanish from their world and leave them standing there, clueless. That's when the reality will hit them, like a slap in the face. But by then, you'll be long gone. And that's when you'll realize something. Your absence is the loudest thing you can leave behind. It'll scream louder than any words you ever said. It'll echo in their heads, louder than the times you cried for help, louder than the times you begged them to see you. You'll be gone, and then finally, they'll start asking questions. But you won't be there to answer them. And that will drive them insane. You see, people only value what they can't have. It's a sad little truth about the world, but it's the truth. As long as you're around, as long as you're available, they'll take you for granted. They'll bleed you dry, using up every last bit of your soul. And when you've got nothing left to give, they'll move on. But disappear, just vanish without a trace. And suddenly, you become priceless. You ever notice how people romanticize the dead? How someone could be the most hated, most ignored person in the world. But the second they're gone, suddenly they were a saint. They were misunderstood. They were troubled, but kind-hearted. People rewrite the whole damn story because it's easier for them to mourn someone they never truly knew. That's what they'll do to you. Mark my words. Now, don't get me wrong. I ain't telling you to give up. Oh no. I'm telling you to take control. See, your absence, that's power. That's real, tangible power. Because when you disappear, you make them face the truth. You make them see the hole you leave behind. A hole they never thought twice about before. And that's when it hits them. They needed you more than you ever needed them. They'll scramble. They'll panic. They'll try to pull you back in, try to patch things up. But by then, it's too late. You've already seen through their little game. You've already realized they're not worth your time, not worth the tears, not worth the energy. You're already gone, and they're left standing in the wreckage. So what do, kid? Do you keep playing their game? Keep bending over backward? Keep setting yourself on fire to keep them warm? Or do you walk away? Do you vanish? Do you let them feel the weight of your absence and watch as they crumble under it? I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd make them regret it. I'd make them regret every time they didn't listen, every time they brushed you off like you were nothing. I'd make them choke on their own guilt, but not out of revenge. No, I'd do it because I'm done giving them the satisfaction of my presence. I'm done being the one who holds everything together. Let them feel what it's like without you. You don't owe anyone anything. Let that sink in for a minute. You don't owe them explanations. You don't owe them your time, your energy, your life. You're allowed to walk away. You're allowed to choose yourself for once. And when you do, that's when the real power kicks in. Oh, they'll talk. They'll call you selfish, call you heartless. But that's just them projecting their own fears, their own insecurities. They can't stand the idea of you being free. Because if you're free, it means they're stuck. Stuck in their own mediocrity. Stuck in their own games. And they hate that. You know what the craziest part is? They're not even bad people. No, most of them are just average, blind, selfish, but not evil. And that's what makes it worse. Because if they were monsters, if they were villains, you'd know how to handle them, right? You'd know to keep your distance, to guard yourself. But when it's your friend, your family, someone you once trusted with your deepest fears, now that's where it gets twisted. You expect them to see you, to understand, but they never do. They're too wrapped up in their own little world to care about yours. And that's when it starts eating you alive, doesn't it? That feeling of being unseen, unheard, like you're drowning and no one even notices. It festers, man. It grows like a sickness inside you until one day you wake up and realize, what's the point? What's the point of trying to make people care when they're too busy staring at their own reflection. And then, when you finally break, when you stop being who they want you to be, they'll be shocked. They'll act like they never saw it coming, like you changed overnight. But you didn't. You've been breaking piece by piece for years, and they never bothered to look. They'll call you selfish. They'll say you gave up, that you didn't try hard enough. That's the narrative they'll spin, because it's easier for them to blame you than to face their own failures. And you know what? Let them. Let them live in their little fantasy world. You don't owe them the truth, not anymore. You gave them chance after chance to see you, to be there for you, and they blew it. Now, it's their loss. But it'll hit them. Oh, it'll hit them hard when they realize you're really gone. When they finally see the void you left behind, that's when they'll start wishing they'd done things differently. But you've got the chance to rise above it. You've got the chance to take all that pain, all that betrayal, and turn it into something else, something stronger, something that can't be broken. They'll understand your absence, all right. But by then, you'll be so far beyond them, so far above them, that their realization won't mean a damn thing. You'll be a ghost in their memory, a shadow they can never quite catch. And that's when you'll know you won. But by then, you'll be on a whole other level. See, your absence is more than just physical. It's emotional. It's mental. It's you pulling your energy back, your time, your attention. It's you reclaiming everything they took for granted. And once you do that, you'll see it clear as day. They never deserved it. They never deserved you. And once you're gone, they'll never have the chance to again. That's the ultimate power move, kid. That's when you win. So walk away. Walk the hell away and let them deal with the wreckage they created. Let them sit in the rubble of the relationship they neglected. And don't look back. Don't give them the satisfaction of thinking they still have a hold on you. Because the truth is, once you realize your own worth, you're unstoppable. And the ones who didn't see it, they don't deserve to be part of your future, not even as a memory. But before you go, before you make that move, remember this: your absence isn't about punishing them. It's about freeing yourself. It's about taking back control of your life, of your heart, of your mind. You've spent too long letting them dictate your worth, letting them drain you of everything you've got. Now it's time to take it all back. You're worth more than they'll ever see, more than they'll ever understand. But they won't get it. Not until you're gone. And by then, you'll have already moved on to something better, something greater, something that's all yours. And that's the punchline they'll never laugh at. So go ahead, kid. Make your absence felt. Make it the loudest thing they've ever heard. And when they finally realize what they've lost, when they finally see the truth, you won't be there to care anymore.